おはちどこに1個8個Hi Fluffoo おはち everybody おはち Lavi Aqua Dash FTI Millennia Laiko John Nook Jabber Athesis Welcome in Penguin Gamer Hidden in, thank you so much for resubscribing at tier 3 for 50 months! Wow! That's a crazy amount of time! Welcome back to the VTuber! Ohachi, Ohachi! Dash! Ohachi! Noi! Ohachi! Ohachi, Ohachi, Ohachi! Welcome in everybody! Sky Nerd! How are you?
FeebeeHive.
Wow! Thank you, Millennia, for resubscribing for 46 months as well. Almost 4 years straight. Welcome back to the VTuber. Hi, bosses. Ohachi. Welcome in on the YouTube side. Fafu Minty. Hello. Also, thank you, Anon, for gifting a sub
An
to
anonymous
Phoebe
user
Farts.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Phoebe Farts.
An anonymous gifter gifted a tier 1 sub to Phoebe Farts. To Phoebe Farts. An anonymous sub to Phoebe Farts. Hi Joga, Hachi, Hachi Bran as well. Welcome in everybody. We have a golden kappa train incoming. Isn't that like rare? What? Thesis, thank you so much for resubscribing. Or rather for gifting 5 subs to Cherry, Orfish, Captain, K, Heefsey, Beat, Shobon, and King Cobra. Welcome you guys to the VTuber. And please make sure to say thank you to Athesis if you got a sub. I almost said welcome to the B farts. To the B farts. Wait. I can't do it. I can't do it as fast. I can't. Golden Kappa High Tree, let's go! Yes, I'm assuming their name is Phoebe and they'd be fartsing. Or they have a friend named Phoebe and they identify as their farts. By the way, I got an extra Ronka Gotcha button from the Macross booth with your name on it. What? Thank you,
Hidden and gifted
That's
12
so
months
kind
at
of you.
tier 1 to Lace Levy. They've gifted 1,595 months in the channel.
Oh my god, almost 1,600 subs gifted in the channel. Thank you, Hidden, and also thank you for gifting a whole year of subs to my dear friend, Lavi. And welcome, Lavi, to the VTuber. And thank you so much, Hidden, and that's very kind of you. Also, hi, Humanoid Typhoon. Hi, King Elf Demon Devourer. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Thank you for the 100 bits as well, John Nook. I appreciate it. Why is... Yeah, well, I mean... Yeah, people can identify as a fart if they so choose to, and I'm not gonna judge them for the way that they feel inside. Or outside, I don't know. There was technically a surname of farts, but I don't think anyone really has it anymore. Legally got their name changed. Or illegally. Can you illegally get your name changed? I wonder. Did I miss something? An anonymous user gifted a sub to someone named Phoebe Farts earlier. Their username was Phoebe Farts. And therefore, yeah. Hi, you guys. Hi, Aurel. How you doing? Welcome in. I guess if you forge the documents about your name change. Yeah, or I guess if you, like, break in. Well, if you broke in to whatever office legally does name changes, but you got the paperwork all done properly, you just like broke in illegally, and technically that's an illegal break-in, but you're legally getting your name changed still. So I do wonder. I guess if you were to forge the I guess. John Nook, thank you so much for gifting us sub to Happy Doodads as well. Thank you. Wow! And we are almost 10% of the way there to our monthly sub goal as well. An illegal break-in under your old name. And then you break out with your new name. So both yous are criminals. I don't know. What are we even talking about anymore? But wow, how exciting! A golden kappa train! Let's see how far we can get this golden kappa train chugging. I'm gonna try not to overuse my voice this week. I do have 5 streams this week, but it's because I'm trying to stream as much as possible before I go and travel for Techo next week. And there's so many things that I want to do with you guys. So many games I want to play, adventures I want to go on, stories I want to rewrite with you guys. But maybe I will sing for you a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Oh boy, okay, hold on. Also, did you guys see? So today we're going to be playing Fireside Feelings again, which is a game that we started last week. That's just really it's cozy, and it's about anonymously like sharing words of kindness to other people, kind of like the game Kind Words. The devs made me like a Phoebe fan art because they saw us streaming it, so that's really kind of them. It's really kind of them. Let me see if this setup is gonna work. Let me sing for you guys. I would sing Umapyoi Densetsu for you guys, but it's really fast and I haven't practiced it, so... Let's see... Something easy. Tabiji. Oh no. Oh my god, there's so much lag. あの日のことは忘れてね。幼すぎて知らなかった。恥ずかしくて消えたいけどもう大丈夫。旅路を続くあの日のことは忘れるね。Whoa, thank you so much for the gifted subs as well. I appreciate it. Welcome in Cody Lee, Fantastic Mr. Fuchs. Emiko Dayo, Red Lion, and Peter CG to the Beehive. 果てしないと思えてもいつか終わりが来ると知らなかった昨日までより優しくなれる気がした僕らはまだ先の長い旅の中で誰かを愛した忘れたりいろいろあるけどいつの間にかこの日さえも懐かしんで全てを笑うだろう全てを愛すだろう Oh yeah, working on a level 5, going to level 6. お元気ですかこの街は相変わらず青春です誰もが皆走ってますまだ見えない旅路の先へお元気ですか僕たちはいつになれた少年です心の奥そこではいつも永遠を求めています果てしないと思ってたものがここにはないけど目にしてきた手に触れてきたすべてに意味
僕らはまだ先の長い旅の中で何かを愛したり忘れたりいろいろあるけどこれからまたいろんな愛を受け取ってあなたに返すだろうとはなる光の中すべてを愛すだろう
Thank you guys. じゃーん。はい。There's 30 seconds left on the golden carpet train. Let's see how far it can get, but I hope you guys enjoyed that BT. Okay, now my throat is a little tired now, so let's drink some water. Drink some more water. Do you think drinking pickle juice is good for your throat? That sounds terrible. Both in terms of taste and for your throat. Because that is acidic right there. Julia, hello, welcome in. And welcome in iPour. Thank you so much for gifting those subs earlier as well. Thank you. MS Paint, Ohachi, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hey, yo, Brilliant, how are you? Just chug straight acid, it'll be fine. Oh, surely. Nvidia, enjoy your lurk as well. Is there a VSinger who drinks soda during karaoke? How about celery soda? No! Damn. I might as well just drink straight vinegar. If I'm gonna be oh, you're not going to try pickle lemonade. Oh yeah, our hometown's county fair, I guess, had like pickle lemonade, and Fufu and I almost tried it. Hi, Chunky Ohachi. Woke up from my nap thanks to your singing. Hopefully a pleasant awakening and not an unpleasant one. Just chilling for a bit. I hope that you enjoy your chillin'. We're gonna be playing a very, very chill game right now. I'm thinking of making this like a weekly game for us to play while chatting with each other. It's very cozy and we can get into some deep stuff as well. But how are you guys all doing today? Happy Tanabata was yesterday. I hope all of your wishes come true. And mine as well. And I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Those of you guys that went to Anime Expo, I hope that you managed to stay safe and healthy. I did not go this year. For the first time, I did not go. I just couldn't, money-wise, I couldn't afford it. Not sure if you saw it on an Insta story. I brought a checky of you to Aqua Final Live. Oh, I didn't get to see it. I should check Instagram more often. I check Insta like once a week, but I should... And same thing with TikTok, but I should check it more often. Anime Expo next year, you and me. Let's go. Let's do it. I do want to go next year for sure. Just gotta save up. Happy belated 4th. Thank you. 4th, well, actually, my 5th streaming anniversary just passed, and my 5th VTubing anniversary is in like, oh my god, it's in like a week. It's like in a week. Your grandma forced you to drink boiled onion juice. Did it help at least? I hope. This past weekend, I was feeling quite a bit of FOMO for AX. But to be honest, what I was really feeling FOMO for was Kaze's performances in London. Honestly, if I was able to get a ticket, I didn't even try for a ticket because I knew that, like, if I went to London to see Kaze, I would have wanted to, like, stay over with Steiner or something since my manager does live in the UK. But he was at Anime Expo this past weekend anyway, so I couldn't have even couldn't have even like gone. I mean, I could have gone, but it would have saved me a lot more money if I didn't have to pay for like housing and stuff while I was there. Oh man. Guys. There's enough FeebeeHive coziness to go around. Everyone knows that I belong to the wind anyway. I don't know if I want to do AX again. Maybe like ask me like a month later when I'm not overwhelmed. I know, right? Honestly, like yes, but it wasn't worth it. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it helped your throat though. Also, hello Aqua, thank you. My weekend was a lot of work. Oh my gosh, Fufu and Lovey flirting in my chat. Meanwhile, me and my Flat Phoebe standy. It was Flat Phoebe Friday at Anime Expo. Flat Phoebe Friday. Always wondered how you found Mane-san. So, I mean, we were friends first. Years ago at an Anime Expo, actually. I think it was Anime Expo 2019. 2018 or 2019, whichever one had the Steins Gate crash party. I was in line for the Steins Gate crash party at Anime Expo, and I saw Steiner, and you know, I was a fan of his translation work, because Steiner is like top, like in terms of like renown in the Japanese to English like localization industry, and so I was a fan of some of his work, but my housemate was even a bigger Steiner fan. Like, I only knew about Steiner because of my housemate. So when I saw him in the line with his little frog hoodie on, I was like, oh, I'll go get my housemate like a picture or an autograph. Like, she'll definitely get a kick out of that. So I know his credits are insane, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get an autograph for my housemate. So I go up to Steiner and I'm like, he's like with his group of friends and he's chatting. He's like, I'm like, hi, are you Steiner? And and then not even him, but like his friends turned to me, and then they're a bunch of cute girls too, and they're like, oh my god, are you Phoebe? Like the idol Phoebe? And I was like, how do you know? How do you know who I am? So turns out his friends were fans of my idol stuff. But I was trying to get an autograph from him for my housemate. So I got a picture with him. And then we just kind of like became like proper friends after that. And then over the years, he was like kind of seeing how hard I was working, and how hard I was like struggling and stuff. Just either on my own or with managers that weren't doing a very good job. So at some point he was like, hey, I haven't done talent management before, but I have done like management and stuff for localization projects, and I've done like project management and all that. How about like, I really like think that you have a lot of potential and want to see you shine. So how about you know, I'd be happy to like try out management with you. And I was like, really? Are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And then it was like Anime Expo. It was like not Anime Expo last year. It might have been Anime Expo last year. Like either, yeah, it was like Anime Expo last year. That we were still trying out like the whole management thing, and I went around with him to do like some networking and stuff, and he was just like, yeah, I think I really want to do this. And that's how you became a localizer. I've only done one localization project, and it was for Kamitsubaki City Under Construction. And it was for the Kamitsubaki visual novel. But speaking of Kamitsubaki, the anime started airing this season, and I feel obligated to watch it. I mean, I am a Kafu fan, so I've tried a little bit of localization, just for fun. Macross F localization one. I mean, they have official like subs and stuff, so that's the localization. But if we ever got a dub, I would not settle for anybody dubbing over Ranka besides me. Also, hi Digital Fanboy, welcome in. Also, I witnessed my brain melting at Anime Expo. I went from getting Nihongo Jozud to speaking broken Nihonglish in a span of 30 seconds. Damn, who are you talking to? That's an awesome story. That's a really good friend. Right. And I appreciate it a lot. And I know that, like, sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, you know, I'm like, Steiner, you know, I really don't make very much money at all. And so technically, you're going to, like, the cut that you get is going to be, like, really minuscule compared to how much you make with your, like, translating work. And he's like, I know. But, like, I believe in you and I believe that you can get to a point where, like, it'll be better than that one day. So, I hope one day. Hi, Taiko. How you doing? I heard you told me that you're working on an animation. That's so exciting. I'm sure they'll appreciate that a lot, Taiko. Ooh, I hope that you had fun meeting Sayla. I love that for the both of you. Thank you. I know one day he believes that one day I will make monies. I hope. That's so sweet. But he's right about your potential for sure. Thank you. I sure hope so. I hope I'll get the opportunity to shine bright in front of more people, and hopefully, like, the kinds of people that have, like, that will believe in me and, like, and want to, like, invest in my growth and stuff, you know. One day you'll be the biggest idol I know. Oh, thank you. That's right, I'm gonna be 7 feet tall. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with some Fireside Feelings, shall we? And we can keep talking while we play too. It's a very, very, very chill game. It's just, we're just gonna get a little vulnerable with each other. So we did the wood earlier. Ooh, we don't have these ones unlocked yet. I guess we just go here. Click here to start a new discussion. Click here to customize your campfire. You can customize the campfire, eh? Hi, Star. Hey, Phoebe. I made a short cover of your harmony on my channel. I hope that's okay. Of course that's okay. I'm so honored. Thank you. I can't wait to give it a check-see-outsy. Please, feel free to, like, link it in our Discord server. There's, like, a Your Creations channel or something where I like to see people's, like, creative work and all of that. I'll definitely... feel free to put the link in there so I do not, like, lose it or anything. Mine would do the same thing, size. I saw someone named Magnolia post a cover of it too. I'm so happy whenever people want to sing my songs. It makes me really, really, really happy. Also, Chunky, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope Phoebe gets to have her dreams come true. I hope so too. Also met Aonyan. She said that she missed you. I miss Aonyan too. I should send her a message sometime. I'm always worried about bothering people because I know we're all real busy, but maybe I should say hello again. I wonder if you can customize to set the forest on fire. Is that, like, the equivalent of prolific fire birth? Would that be just, like... Would that be him just, like, giving birth to many, many, many small baby fires? You know what? I was thinking... Minty, you remind me that I was thinking of just making a, like... instrumentals album on Bandcamp. Because I have been... Occasionally I get messages, and sometimes they get lost and stuff, of people asking me for, like, instrumentals because they want to do, like, a cover or perform one of my songs. And so I was thinking of just, like... I mean, I would have to ask permission for certain songs, I think. But, like... I may, like, put some instrumentals up on Bandcamp for people to just go and, like, be able to download or purchase or something. If they want to do covers. It'll be a population boom followed by starvation. You were so right. Oh my god. You could also start your own... I think too shiny to audition with the giraffe. Oh no. Review Starlight mentioned. VCon. Maybe one day. Evergreen Bloom is still one of my favorite Phoebe songs. Great song indeed. Thank you. Dun. Oh, I can just decorate the place Oh, you can change its depth and stuff too? What? Okay, wait, this is so cool. I didn't know that you could, like, customize to this extent. Whoa, I'm a ghost. I'm a shadow person. Let's see. There's so many plants. What is this? Oh, it's like a snow globe. Pillows. Ooh, cute pillows. What if I made giant pillows in the sky? Oh, I see. That's cool. I can't get rid of that log, unfortunately. There. Oh my god. Honestly, you have to head out. Have a good stream. Thank you, Marie. Hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. People, all the players are actually dead but don't realize it. Damn, I don't know about that, man. Dude, group cover of a Phoebe song, that'd be so cute. Are you also making preparations for Techo? That's all I've been doing the past few days, is making preparations for Techo. And it is taking a little bit of a toll on my throat, but I kinda can't do anything about... Wow, cute! Kinda can't do anything about that. Another pillow! You know, I'll do some decorating later, perhaps. Time to start a new conversation. Oh, hello. Are you joining us? And choose a theme of the conversation. What do you guys want to do? Everyday life, food, or life goals? I hope your throat can get at least a little rest beforehand. I mean, I'm certainly trying to, like, not use it outside of stream and outside of recording and outside of practice. But there's, like, a lot of, like, recording and practice that needs to get done before Techo, unfortunately. So, it's just kind of... definitely trying to, get a lot of, like... hydrate a lot and get a lot of moisture in my throat. So, like, I'm trying to steam my throat and stuff. And then I have these, like, little cough drop lozenges that I have one of them in my mouth right now. And then drinking tea, Peipa Kwa, or however you say it, the Chinese herbal stuff humidifier. See, I've been, like, wanting to get a humidifier, but I already just on throat care stuff, I have spent maybe, like, oh god, only on throat care stuff in the past, like, few weeks, I've spent maybe, like, $100 to $200 on, like, tea and steamer stuff and all of that. So I currently do not... I have negative money for a humidifier right now. I do be like that, so please remember to take short breaks. I'll do my best, thank you. Hey, Phoebe, did you hear that I was working on an animation? Oh, you told me! You've told me, like, 2 times already, I think. And it's exciting every single time I get to hear about it. What if you have an infection? It's definitely not an infection. It's definitely not. It's definitely overuse. And just overall vocal fatigue from, like, talking too loud and stuff. Maybe put some tea and similar stuff on Throne. Yeah, I'll maybe put some of that stuff on there. I put money for... I put a nebulizer on Throne. Because that's another thing that I haven't tried yet that I could try and see if it helps. But like tea and all, I guess I should have put that on there. I don't know, I didn't trust that it would get funded, so I went and I bought it. I went and I bought all the tea and stuff myself. No more talking for you. It's like hard because I'm like trying to get as many streams in as possible before I start traveling again. But then also, I have a lot of like practice and recording to do, so it's like can't avoid using my voice, but I can try to overcompensate and like take good care. But yeah, I've been trying to find a quick fix solution for my wrist, but you gotta keep working through it, sadly, when it's important. I know, right? It's hard. It's like whenever you need it the most, your like most important instrument is like injured. I hope that your wrist feels better soon. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna make sure I have proper water and stuff. Oh! Eerie! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I've missed you so much, Eerie. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh my gosh, everybody, Eerie is my precious friend. We go all the way back to when we were on Starstruck together. Back in the day. She's a lovely bunny, and we love bunnies here. Oh, at some point, since we last talked, I got a pet bunny, Eerie. She was delivered to me by the bunny distribution system. So we like extra love bunnies now. And I hope that you've been well. I really hope you've been well. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Phoebe, your 2.5D Fairytale Idol, singer-songwriter and voice actor, who loves to write and perform my own songs on both the real life and the virtual stage. And I hope you guys have a super cozy time here. Oh my god, we're both bees! Cute! I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. What were you doing? Eerie's a wonderful, just beautifully musically inclined VTuber. So please go give her lots and lots of love. It's still a dream of mine to work with you on a song one day, Eerie. It's still a dream of mine, so hopefully one day. Pics required, submit the bun. I will DM you pictures of my bun after stream. I will. Thank you for the raid, I really appreciate it. You have a very pretty voice. What? Genda, you, thank you so much, I appreciate it. And welcome in, you guys. Today we're mostly chatting, and while we're chatting, we're playing this really cute game called Fireside Feelings. It's basically like, it's like the game Kind Words, if you've ever heard about it, where you have an anonymous conversation with a stranger, and you're meant to just kind of like share words of kindness with each other. I will be in touch about a song then. Wah! For real. Thank you. And I hope that you guys had a wonderful stream. Real quick before we get started with the game though, I was about to go and refill my water bottle. Take care of your bodies, take care of your throats, and make sure you're hydrated, everybody, especially during the summer. So I will be right back. Also, hi Grill, how are you? So BRB, thank you so much for the raid, and feel free to get nice and cozy, everybody. And Eerie, feel free to either go and get some rest after your stream, or feel free to hang out with us in here. Big love to you, I've missed you. And we are back. Thank you guys so much for waiting for me. We got our water here. Water bottle ASMR. Is that... Why do people tap everything? Like, I'll be watching like some YouTube short. Like, not even a TikTok. Though I guess the like YouTube shorts and TikToks are basically the same now. And then they'll be like, so I got this new thing. And then they'll just like tap it. Really like the background music. Welcome back. Thank you, Bran. Welcome back. Thank you, Joga. You like the background music? Me too. It's very, very, very nice. Very peaceful. Like, I don't know. Does tapping everything really, really like stimulate the ears in a pleasant way? That was a remix by Mayonnaise. The original song and lyrics and vocals and all that were by me, and then Mayonnaise, DJ Mayonnaise, made that remix. But yeah, if you guys are interested and want to check out any of my songs, I have a new song coming out in a few weeks for our to celebrate my 5-year anniversary. So please look forward to that. But yeah, I think I have a whole bunch of other music you can check out if you'd like to as well on Spotify, YouTube, Bandcamp. Hi Finny! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Glad you made it back safe with your drink. Thank you. I almost did and it was perilous. Oh, here comes a fellow foodie joining us. Please, take a seat in the Temporary Association of Anonymous Gourmets. Tag. Tag! The Tag, a prestigious association consisting of just me, for now. But I fully intend to add a lovely bee and Phoebe to the member registry. Your name is a lovely bee? Hello? Oh my god, they are a lovely bee. However, to officially join us, you must answer a short series of questions. Here's the first one. What is your favorite dish? And why that particular one? Ooh, this is hard. How am I supposed to choose just one? What about you guys? What is like... If you had to choose just one, what would your favorite, like, prepared dish of all time be? Imagine Phoebe doing a Le Poisson Steve cover. I was trying to encourage Paichi to make one a while back. Japanese katsu, or chicken katsu Japanese curry. Ooh, that sounds so good. Chicken over pork? Interesting. Roast dinner. Whoa. I have heard the legends of roast dinner from people that live in the UK. I have heard the legends. Mexican cutlet. What is Mexican cutlet? Deep talks. Like deep dish talks. Pizza or pad thai? Spam fried rice or for the ultimate comfort food? Ooh. Phoebes, aren't you vegetarian? Yeah, recently. I wasn't always. Let's see. For me, it might be... maybe mac and cheese? Actually... there's this... pink sauce, not quite vodka sauce, pasta that my little sister makes. She based it off... That's right, Fuff, that's right! I know you're in the chat right now. My favorite food, my favorite dish of all time is your cooking. Well, I hope she's in the chat right now. Ooh, I love pad see ew. Yeah. Fufu called out. Tofu banh mi. Ooh, I've never had banh mi with tofu before. There's this pink sauce pasta that my little sister makes. She based it off of the signature dish from our favorite restaurant. And it's got a ton of cheese and tomatoes. The toes of tomato. There. And do I have to choose a favorite if you insist macaroni and cheese? Same brain. This person is just me. Because I mean, is this not basically fancy macaroni and cheese? Is my answer basically not a fancy macaroni and cheese? With like tomato. Fafu's delicious food cookbook when? She should make a cookbook. The Kraft brand mac and cheese, of course. Well, specifically that one. That's what I always ate as a kid, and it's still a huge comfort food of mine. While eating it, everything just feels okay. Like everything is going to be okay. Sometimes if I'm feeling a bit fancy, I'll also fry up some bacon until it's all crispity, crunchity. Dude, they're so cute. This person is so cute. Crispity, crunchity. You're crispity, crunchity. / positive. Unhealthy, absolutely. Delicious, yes. Oh, I see. Mine is wood. Preferably dry. Yum. Is that what you have in your hand right now? I always thought it was like a mug or something, but it makes more sense if that's just a piece of wood. And that's lucky for me. People tend to offer it to me spontaneously. And you? Do you prefer cooking or do you prefer having food cooked for you? Man. Okay. I love the feeling. So I love the feeling of like making something yourself. And being able to like do it your way and then put as much love into it as you can, and then it ends up like tasting extra special if you made it yourself. But I tend to only like to cook when I'm cooking for other people. If I'm making something for myself, I'll make like the most like jank, bare bones thing ever. Look, I'm the person who takes a handful of mixed vegetables and shoves it in my mouth over the sink and calls that like half my meal. But like, if I'm making food for someone else, I'll put all this effort into it, and I'll like make the presentation fancy and stuff too. But like, yeah, dinosaur time. Also, hi Lunachi. Good to see you. Mac and cheese, regardless of fanciness, is a great choice. Phoebe's making me hungry. Don't I always? Dino time. But yeah, I love cooking, but only for other people, I guess. I love cooking and putting my heart into making something myself. However, I only have the motivation to do that for others. For myself, I typically shove a handful of mixed salad greens into my mouth and call it a day. So, I guess if it was for me, I'd prefer someone else cook for me. I love to cook. Okay, is this person just... Are they just me? For real? I love to cook. It really helps me stave off those impulses of ordering delivery or going out to eat. Man, if I had the money, I wonder if I would order delivery more often. Probably not, though. So, like... I guess the good thing about not having very much money is that you don't really get chances to, like, go out and eat too often. So, like, in previous years, I used to, like... on like a separate Twitter account, I used to like make threads every year where I would like post food pictures of the nice foods I would eat and like my like travel food pictures and stuff over the course of a year. And I had that thread for like 4 years straight. But this year is the first year where I like don't have a food thread because I don't have any like I don't really have any pictures of nice food or anything. But that's kind of good because then I like number one save money and number two I'm like eating healthier. Who is the lovely bee? Now we need to. I know, right? Who are you, lovely person? Because hey, I can just cook the dang thing myself. And I can make it exactly how I want it to be made. This is true. This is true. Today I decided to bake cookies. Chocolate chip brown butter cookies. Stop. This person is literally just me. That's my like favorite thing to bake too. Oh, by the way, my chocolate chip cookie recipe is pinned in the announcements channel of the Discord. If you guys like dig back a little bit through our pins, then you can find it. Highly recommend that you guys try it sometime. They didn't really spread in the oven, but they're still delicious. I'm pretty sure they didn't spread because I live at such a high altitude. Oh, that tends to mess up baking at times. Oh well. Wow, this is like Phoebe if extra tall because on mountain. It's crazy how food tastes and smells. Food tastes and smells create such deep emotional connections within us. What's a smell or taste that instantly brings you back to a particular memory? What is that ooh. This is such an interesting question. Because I feel like... And they're so good, by the way. I remember you tried the recipe once. I was really happy that you liked them. The tastes. Dude, baking when you live in a high altitude place is so annoying sometimes. I see. I've never lived in a high altitude place before. I've only ever like lived by the ocean, so I guess that's like kind of low. I guess that's kind of like low altitudes only. Oh, well, thank you for hanging out with us, FNAF. I love you, Dash. Hope to see you again sometime soon. Feel free to pop back in later on if we're still going. I'd get so much Wingstop delivery if I was rich. Wingstop is so freaking good. Hello? What's your favorite Wingstop flavor, Finny? Or anybody in the chat that's gotten Wingstop before? I usually get half lemon pepper, half garlic parmesan. Because I can't decide which one I like better. Lemon pepper is just so freaking good, but also I'm a sucker for like cheese and garlic. Korean hot. You're braver than me. You're too braver than me. Half buffalo, half plain. I don't know if I've ever tried just the plain wings before. But I'm a very like... When it comes to like flavors and sauces and stuff, I'm very vanilla. So maybe I better try the plain one sometime. It's like how whenever I go to a new tea place, I have to try like their basic milk tea before I try their like fancy stuff. In case my gut yearns for either or, I see. Yeah, I'm glad to know that other people do half-half like I do. I adore spicy food. It's one of my favorite things. You are so brave. Now I know who to give all my spicy stuff to. I like the original, but your favorite is the corn. Corn? They have a corn one? Man, maybe that's an over there thing. We don't have corn over here. Or do we? Do Wingstops in California have corn flavor? Don't think you've had Wingstop. But for wings in general, usually like hot buffalo or teriyaki. Classics. I never go for hot flavors for wings, even though I know that like the whole point of wings is for them to be hot. Typically, like I just don't. But yeah, Wingstop is my favorite wing place. I think Buffalo Wild Wings is like my second favorite. And then I haven't tried any other like specifically wing places, but I've tried wings from like, you know, like Domino's Pizza or something. Corn flavor wings, I want that. That sounds awesome. You chugged a bottle of Frank's Red Hot in college. Why? Oh, corn is a side. Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay, what about you guys for this question? What is a smell or taste that brings you back to a particular memory, and what is that memory? I have several of these, but... I'm gonna maybe say... Ooh. so difficult. Brings me back to a particular memory. It's not any like specific moment, but more like a time in my life. My grandma... I lived with my grandma and grandpa on my mom's side, on and off, as a kid. And my grandma would make this particular meal for me and my sisters that she knew we loved. So it's this. She still makes it sometimes, but I don't get a chance to go home very often. This is my grandma who has cancer, by the way. She like really took care of me and my sisters as when we were growing up. And I'd still love her so much. She would make roast beef, which was totally different from the traditional Filipino food she normally makes, with this mushroom gravy. Man, just like the way that like the whole house would smell like this really yummy like mushroom gravy and like the crispy outside of the roast beef just always takes me back to like this time in my childhood. She'd also pair it with a few desserts that she'd rotate out. This specific chocolate mousse cake from probably Ralph's or something. Mini cupcakes. Or for some reason she'd always pair up chocolate chip cookies with lemonade. And that was always like an interesting combo for me, because like I would eat something super duper sweet like the cookies, and then I would have lemonade right after, but it would make the lemonade taste extra sour. And so it was kind of a painful experience, but it also was super yummy too. Man, I love my grandma. Fried chicken. Ooh, tell me about that. You know, I almost put IKEA meatballs instead here. Almost. Fragrance is one of my major interests, so I love the psychology of scent. A scent I've been searching for that takes me back is the smell of clay / an art closet. Ooh. Yeah, do you ever... Okay, for some reason, I was like doing the dishes the other day, and this time I was using the washing machine. And then I opened up the... I'm sorry, not washing machine. The dishwasher. And I opened up the dishwasher, like, as soon as the dishes were done, pretty much. And, like, the scent of, like, the steam from the newly washed dishes just came wafting out. And for some reason, that smell of, like, hot dishwater from the dishwasher, like, was super nostalgic to me. And made me feel like a kid. I don't know why. Whenever I get a whiff of my father's cologne, I flash back to being a kid and sleeping over at his apartment after he and my mom got divorced. We'd always go to the video store and rent a couple movies. Well, no wonder you love movies so much. Aww. When I was a kid, my mom would make fried chicken often. That was my favorite thing to have for dinner. She didn't deep fry the chicken or anything. Rather, she shallow fried them. They kind of look more like schnitzels than anything. To me, yup, that's fried chicken, alright. I learned how to make fried chicken myself during college, and now I've pretty much perfected them in my own way. Put rosemary into the breading for the fried chicken. It adds a really nice flavor. Ooh, I gotta try that sometime. Does your family have a culinary tradition or a special dish that holds significant importance? I mean... my family? I mean, there's like... different family members have different dishes that they kind of specialize in, I guess. But it's not necessarily like... we don't necessarily have a dish that's super duper important to us. Well, I guess... the chocolate chip cookie recipe that I make all the time is one that was perfected over many years, starting with my mom. She tells me I'm not allowed to share the recipe with other people because it's ours, but in my opinion, I don't feel like something good should be gate kept like that. And if we all were to die or something, then I'd want people to know the recipe. Lol. It's a perfume based on steam. It's called Rainbow. Steam is a top note, and then it dies down to fruity / musky / floral. Sadly, the steam note doesn't last long enough for me to be too fond of it. I just wish it smelled like steam. Steam is a nice smell. I don't know why it smells the way that it does. I really don't know. In my opinion, I don't care. Look, if she knew that I had the recipe pinned in our Discord server like that, she'd be so mad at me. And you know, maybe she's listening to this right now. Maybe she knows. And to that I say, share good things with the world. Please. I want people to know the deliciousness of our cookies. For Thanksgiving, my dad always went really overboard with the turkey. He'd let it marinate in a brine overnight, then smoke it, then slow roast it, then finish it in a deep fryer. Deep fried turkey is always chef's kiss. I have an uncle that does a deep fried turkey every year. He also has like an injector thing, and he like injects the turkey with like butter herb stuff before he deep fries it. Yeah, sorry, Mama B, sorry. Make the world a happier, more delicious place. Share traditions. I wish I could say yeah, but we really don't. And that's okay, not everybody has something like that. But my extended family, they all live in Texas. They do these annual tamale days. That's where everyone gets together and they all make tamales. They make the filling, rolling them in corn leaves, all that fun stuff. This tradition started after my family moved, I think, so we never did it. It's kind of like seeing this tradition from afar. But I think that's the closest thing to a culinary tradition we have, like as an extended family as a whole. I don't feel particularly sad or anything that I haven't been able to join them in making tamales. We're just too far away to join in, that's all. Also, tamales are just kind of meh to me. I'm sorry. I don't like want to be that person, but also, for me personally, tamales are just kind of meh as well. But maybe maybe I'm not allowed to speak. Maybe I'm not allowed to speak. I don't know. I love hearing stories about little personal traditions like that. I think that what we eat and how we eat it says a lot about who we are. Do you pay particular attention to what you eat? I mean, do you care about the origin of the products you cook with, whether they're organic, local, etc.? I honestly don't think too hard about it. Don't think too hard about it. However, I do try and boycott particularly bad companies if I'm made aware of them. It's hard though, because something capitalism, and everyone owns everything. I do think it's nice to support local businesses when you can, though. I honestly mostly think about nutritional value and deliciousness. Oh, you do annual tamales too? Nice. You know what? Maybe I'd better just try some actual good tamales sometime. Maybe I'll get a chance to try some good ones one day. Also, hi Sister Bells, welcome in. How does this game work, if I may ask? So this is a real person with real answers on the right, but their answers are not in real time. They answered on their own time when they were playing through and stuff. They were probably prompted either by the answers of a different person. I mean, our little flame friend right here, this little guy, he kind of serves as a in-between, a moderator, I guess, for the conversation. So I'm hearing their answers latent to when they played it. And also they're anonymous too, so this is not the actual name that they use when they play it. But also, King Cobra, hi! Congrats on getting gifted a sub. Dai-chan! Aitakatta yo! Saikin dou? Ohayou gozaimasu. Now you're hooked to this game. It's so cozy. It's so cozy. I've been trying to pay more attention to where my food is coming from. Yeah, I want to try and get produce that are actually in season rather than get them year-round, you know? Being in America, pretty much all produce is available all year round, which sounds nice. Depending on when in the year you get it, it might not taste as good. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I think about it in terms of if I want something but it's out of season, it's either harder to get or it's more expensive. But I didn't think about how it might taste better when it's in season. It's gonna be cotton candy grape season really soon. And those are my favorite kinds of grapes. So if you guys haven't tried cotton candy grapes, highly recommend. Am I the pip dip with the drip clip? I don't know what the heck that is, but maybe. Hi, mercenary. How are you? Paying attention to when I'm getting my food is very new to me, though hopefully it'll become a new habit. Well, now that's something I want to start to think about, too. Sometimes it's not easy to balance desires and budget. Some people, to deal with that, grow their own food. Have you ever grown your own fruits, vegetables, or aromatic herbs? How would you like to develop this practice in the future? That's so cool that they have conversations about, they had a conversation about food. I thought this was all gonna be, ultra deep personal stuff, but, I mean, food can be deep and personal, too. For sure. I used to love gardening a lot when I was a kid. And still, my grandparents grow a ton of fruits and vegetables. And my mom has an herb garden. And I would help. I also grew my own tomatoes and strawberries when I still lived with my parents. But like nowadays it's kind of hard. Well, first of all, I didn't have like a space to do gardening for a long time, and now that I do, there's like a lot of cleanup and like work that needs to be done on our garden before we're able to actually utilize it for growing stuff. And that's just a matter of time at this point, honestly. For a long time after, I just didn't have a space to grow my own stuff anymore. You know, living in dorms and apartments. Now I'm in a living situation where my housemates and I have a big enough backyard to do gardening. But it needs a lot of tender love and care before we can actually do any gardening. For now, we're growing basil though. So hopefully one day we'll get to do more gardening and stuff. I would love to so I could get my own produce, but I have no idea where to begin and I'm disabled with leg and back problems. Not sure I could pull it off. I know some people that also like have their own physical disabilities, but they're able to kind of find ways to make the gardening easier for themselves. Maybe they can't do the same exact things or like kneel in the dirt and stuff like a lot of other people can, but I'm sure you could find a way, especially with like help setting it up and stuff, with making a more accessible garden for yourself. I hope so. Hope so. Phoebe さんの歌った花に僕の歌を載せてツイッターにあげました。うわー、聞きたい聞きたい。配信の後探してみます。わあ、嬉しい。I would grow a garden if we didn't have opossums and other pests. I didn't know opossums were pests. Man, you gotta like put like wire around it and stuff. I've always wanted a garden. Hi, Kitty Warrior! Hopefully one day. Food culture could be deep, but regular is not that deep unless it's a dish that's really special to you. Or a dish that's real deep, like a deep dish pizza. Ooh, you should, Sister Rose. You should. Very... Well, yeah, like, I can imagine that it's hot. It's difficult in the kind of, like, climate and stuff that you live in, King Cobra. But perhaps one day, you could get, like, a greenhouse or something. Or I know sometimes there are, like, public shared garden greenhouses in some communities. Half of Kiefer Court is here. Awesome. Wish we had Meta here, though. I always miss Meta. Always. I love Kiefer Court. That's when I started doing slightly earlier streams. Because there's a lot of, like, EU friends from the Little Goody Two Shoes community that I wanted to be able to make streams. So I hope that the earlier stream times have been working out a little bit for you guys. Garden boxes. Garden boxes. So hi, Nico. You're eating a deep dish pizza right now. Speak of the devil. I know they don't have diseases, but possums can ruin crops. Yeah, you gotta like put a freaking cover over your crops or something. Thank you for the follow. I want to get involved in a community garden so bad. Same! But I don't live in like an urban enough area, I think. Who knows? Maybe I just gotta start my own community garden. Or you could too. Yeah, we have a few community garden projects here in Cork. Not sure if there's one near me. There's a garden cafe that has banois and pigo. Oh, that's wonderful. A garden... First of all, the existence of a garden cafe sounds wonderful. Second of all, it has banoi. Third, it has pigo. I love that. Fairy garden would be a fun IRL stream. I would like to do like IRL gardening and cooking and stuff streams. Just gotta be like ultra careful not to reveal my location. I realized that there are some people that are just scary good at GeoGuessr, to the point where you could like take a picture of like your table and they'd be able to find where you live, kind of thing. It's kind of scary. I don't grow my own food, but my mom does. My mom loves gardening. Her garden always has the most beautiful flowers as well as some very tasty vegetables and herbs. Actually, yesterday I went to see my mom in her garden and she was able to transplant all of her tomatoes into the garden. She's growing so many varieties this year. Ooh, I've only ever grown like one. I don't even know what kind of tomato it was. My toddler daughter is going to be so thrilled. She loved my mom's tomatoes from last year. She couldn't get enough of them. Oh, this person has a little daughter. Cute! Ooh, and maybe I can make some nice bruschetta with the tomatoes too. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. That sounds so yummy. Attention stalkers, Phoebe lives on the moon. The moon garden. I live in Antarctica, but on the moon. Moon Antarctica. I remember trying to grow an orange tree when I was little. It never grew. Oh, well, maybe it was just taking a very long time. Were you ever? Are you able to go back and check where you grew it and see if it like ended up sprouting at all? The Maid Cafe stream you did with Paichi a while back was so fun. I'd love more like that when you're able. I want to get like a nicer IRL stream setup though. Like a nice camera and like a stand for it. And I could use that as my bunny cam too for Tsuki. And like IRL stream microphones or whatever. Oh yeah, I was at Aurora last week. It was incredible. I don't know if I said... Oh yeah, I remember that you mentioned that. Had she heard of the game? Aurora has such an awesome audience full of autists and cottagecore lesbians. Never seen so many headkerchiefs in one place. That sounds amazing. I would love to attract more forest creatures to my community as well. I can't because they got rid of the tree. Construction guys had to take it down. I cried for hours. Nico, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. I kind of want to cry thinking about it too. I can only imagine how sad you must have been. Man, I'm so sorry. That was something that you were nurturing as a kid too. That freaking sucks. Oh man. You know what? If I ever plant a tree, I will do it. I will dedicate the tree to you, Nico. It'll be the Nico tree. Sometimes I feel like our system keeps us too disconnected from the land, from nature. Sometimes I come across humans who use me just to warm themselves, without even speaking to me. Makes me think that maybe we should try to see things differently. If you could change something in our food system, in the way resources are produced and consumed, what would you change? So, I wish there were more ethical ways of raising and harvesting livestock. I mean, ideally we'd... I don't know. Ideally, we could just produce the meat without having to, like, grow and slaughter any animals. You know, like, genetically... Like, like in a lab. But I know that some people have ethical so I know that is also an ethical dilemma, and some people don't like the idea of their food being genetically modified. But I watched this movie with my parents a few weeks ago from one of my favorite directors called Okja. And it really touches on the meat industry. I'd be down to... I know, I freaking love Okja. Pow Pow, exactly. It made me cry a lot. Because I had just watched Mickey 17 a few weeks before that. And one of my favorite movies of all time is Parasite. So I was like, I really, really want to watch more of this guy's movies. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting the director's name right now, but... his work is excellent. And I saw that there was one with a cute, like... hippo pig thing, and I was like, oh, I want to watch it. It's called Okja. It's an older one. Yeah, Bong Joon-ho. I freaking love Bong Joon-ho. Never misses, but Okja made me sob several times. Did I arrive at a bad time? What makes you think it's a bad time? So hi, Papa. Good to see you. Yeehaw. Or rather, beehaw. I'd be down to have weird lab meat if I could prevent living, feeling animals from having to suffer. Man, I want to be vegan, but I love dairy too much. I love dairy and eggs too much. This feels kind of philosophical. It is. It is quite philosophical. Wait, is there no way to just not have so much of our foods be processed? I feel like I eat so much processed food, it's ridiculous. It's out of routine, 100%. But if there's a way to ensure that our food isn't as processed, that's what I would change. But processed food tastes kind of yummy, though. We should know enough about developmental biology to get it to work. I mean, I'm sure we can, like, get it to work. It's in the... I think a lot of the blockers and issues are that there are people that are like, you can't do that! You can't play God in the lab! You can't do that! That's wrong! And I'm like, okay, well, what about, like... all of the animals that are, like, being hurt and tested on and slaughtered in, like... that are, like... alive, you know? I don't know, man. I know this is like a super duper controversial thing, and maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much, but I think it's important to think about. I think so. Processed food is a trade-off for flavors for nutrients. Yeah. I'm playing God and inventing Vegetable 2. Vegetable 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh my god. Can only be made by the devil. That's why they call it the devil's lettuce. I think the issue is in the source of the food, not the process. I hope food is responsibly and ethically sourced. If we're making lab meats, I want real dino nuggies. Like, if they're shaped like dino, why not made from dino? I prefer my meat get treated well than being mistreated. That's why I prefer grass-fed. Yeah. So it's like, I know there are some farms out there that specifically like treat their livestock very, very kindly. Especially like I know in Japan, they pamper those cows that eventually get turned into like Kobe beef, and they like really respect the animal and stuff. They pamper the cows, give them little massages, feed them like lots of yummy food, and let them roam and stuff. But like, I know not every single farm and ranch work like that. But there are certain standards that I think we should uphold. Like, if that was a place for like not cows or chickens, but like dogs or cats or something, then I think like some of those kinds of living conditions would just like make the same people really, really sad, you know? Dianasaura nuggies would be awesome. No, not Diana. Oh. There isn't any useful definition of processed food other than food prepared to be ready to eat and put on shelves. This creates a problem when people say, I don't want processed food. Yeah, there's like different levels of being processed as well. Because like, nowadays I eat like 95% home-cooked food. But like, when I say home-cooked, like, is me like putting ketchup or something in my food count as like quote-unquote processed? It's like, how deep into the nitty-gritty are we going to get about how processed or unprocessed our ingredients are in some of the things that we try to make homemade as well? People refer to the addition of preservatives when they refer to processed. That makes sense. That makes sense. And I know that those have like a function too, obviously to preserve food. I mean, there are other ways to. There are certainly other options besides food that have preservatives if you like look into it. Yeah, giving the homies enough room to roam. Yeah, Femi! Good to see you. How are you? Sometimes when I talk to old flyers, they tell me about a time when villagers had shared gardens, common spaces, and markets where they would speak directly to the producer of the fruit they were about to buy. In your opinion, why have these practices disappeared? This is so deep! Oh my god, I was not ready for this. I should have done more research. Jeez, but it is thought-provoking, certainly. I think every now and then you come across communities that still have weekly farmers markets where you can in fact still talk to the producers of fruits, veggies, etc. But I think a big thing is the demand for speed and convenience nowadays. Especially since some people work from home mostly too and have to get their groceries delivered. Even Walmarts and supermarkets, even supermarkets like Walmart have like a pickup areas outside the store for extra speedy shopping, so people don't even have to get out of their cars. You know? I think it's a trickle-down effect from people just not wanting to or having the time to see others face to face anymore in general. I don't know. This is just a theory, though. A game theory. But I'm sure there are a lot of other factors. Cause yeah, my hometown still has a weekly farmers market. We've always had one ever since I moved to that town. And it's still going on. It's just like nowadays I think people just aren't seeing other people as much in general. Yeah, the ones on the sides of the roads, right. Also, hi Tempest! Good to see you. Lysandra, your best friend got money scammed. What do you mean? What happened? Yeah, I just started Uma Musume since it finally got an English release. Oh, I don't think those practices have disappeared entirely. During the summer, I go to the farmer's market with my daughter, and I often see a lot of stalls from farms selling their produce. Yeah, right? I occasionally hear them talking about their food, what's been growing, what's going to be on sale next. I think it's still going on, but just not nearly as often as it once did. Oh, but wait. Just gonna interrupt us for a second. I got a little sidetracked from my tag membership questionnaire. Oh dear. I don't think I'm a very good association president. No, you're doing just fine, Spark. I believe in you. I love chatting too much and not asking enough of the official tag questions. So here's the second and final question before you can become a member. What is the dish you cook best? Ooh. Going to another con this Sunday. Oh my gosh, what con? So many cons. I hope that you have fun. Haven't been to a farmer's market in years. My grandma and some of my mom's friends grow food, mainly eggs and fruits, and they share with everyone that they know. I don't know, homegrown foods just taste more yummy. They do! Yeah, my grandparents also had, like, chickens and stuff in the backyard when I was little as well. I thought they were pets. They were not. Too many cons. I'm gonna... Kare-kare? Oh man, my grandpa has his famous kare-kare. He made it for me last time I came home to visit. I'm conned out after AX and I'm gonna hibernate until the end of summer. Dude, I'm not even going to as many as you. Well, actually, maybe... I don't know. I also feel a little conned out, too. I don't know. If I'm doing it for work, that's one thing. But, like, maybe I've gotten so used to seeing conventions as, like, a work obligation that, like, when I go for fun, quote-unquote for fun, like, Offkai Expo, I end up just being, like, more tired than anything. I'm not functioning off of the adrenaline that I normally have when I'm doing performances. So I'm low energy. I don't even, like, really get to make it to a lot of the things I want to make it to. Finally get you going to cons for work. Yeah, and I'm doing that, like, at least once a month. For, like, months. So now you understand. It's that, but every month for me for the past, like, year. And it's been... It's very tiring. I basically, I can't really, like, enjoy conventions for fun anymore. Which, honestly, is not so much of a sad thing. Because, like, that means I am able to enjoy other things. I'm able to separate work and play a little bit more. And enjoy the company of friends outside of big events and stuff. Yeah, after working at cons, it just changes them. I don't think I can go back to one just for fun. Right? Some of you guys understand. Speaking of cons, I doubt Otacon's looking feasible for me right now. It was not feasible for me this year. So I'm not going this year, but I'm hoping to go next year instead. That's okay. But I hope to see a bunch of you guys at US Idol Fest in LA in late October. I hope that you guys will be able to make it. Because Idol Fest is always, like, one of my... It's always my biggest event of the year. And it's always around my birthday. So it's kind of like a little birthday gift for me. And in fact, I might be celebrating my birthday there this year. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys came out. for my birthday. That's good, Hidden then. I'm so happy for you. I think to my perception of meeting you at Offkai, you seem frazzled and always on the run. Be sure to take time for you. Oh no, I appeared frazzled. Oh no. I need to change that. What is the dish you cook best? The dish I cook best, to be honest, I am much better at baking rather than cooking. I know that some people really like to distinguish the two. I've baked cakes, cream puffs, macarons, and lots more. But my signature dish is always my chocolate chip cookies. My housemate even asked me to make them for her birthday every year. Okay, so now I'm really good at making fried chicken the way my mom does. Bread the chicken and shallow fry them until they're golden brown. Yum. But also broccoli. Whoa, broccoli? I love roasting broccoli in the oven. What? I mean, I do like roasted vegetables a lot, especially if you cover them in like olive oil and salt. Yeah, you don't get as many nutrients from roasting them than from steaming them, but I never ate steamed broccoli. I only ever ate steamed broccoli and cauliflower as a kid. Also, Clea, welcome in! How you doing? Not gonna lie, I thought you would enjoy Offkai this time around as you didn't have performances and such. I thought so too. And it ended up still being like running around and doing a lot of like meetings and stuff. I thought I was gonna at least go to like a few panels I wanted to go to. I didn't make it to a single one. I thought I would get to like look around the whole... well, actually, part of it is because I did kind of get... I was not expecting to help out at a certain booth, but I ended up helping out a lot at a certain booth. So that was like some extra time doing like maybe not my normal like performer work, but like helping people out that I didn't expect to. And I don't regret it. But also like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. Did you get to all the artist booths you wanted to see? No, I like barely got to check out the artist alley. See, tired and sore from all the walking and eating in Singapore. I hope that you had such a fun time. I really want to like go to various places in Southeast Asia one day. I really want to. And then Hong Kong bound this weekend. What? Lucky! Did you get compensated for it at least? No. It was very much volunteer stuff. Also, Rosie! Thank you so much for the choose! Rosie, I choose you! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. I'm Phoebe, your 2.5D Fairytale Idol, singer, songwriter, and voice actor who loves to write and perform my own songs on both the real life and the virtual stage. And I hope you guys have a super cozy time here at the FeebeeHive. How was your stream and what were you up to? Everyone, please go give Rosie lots of love. She is my precious friendo. Precious friendo. And, what were you all doing? Yeah, hi Harlos! Welcome in. Typically in collaboration with producers and stuff. Thank you for the bits, thank you. And honestly, if I could...
24 months week.
Wah! 24 months week. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 24 months. Rosie, 2 whole years. Welcome back to the VSinger. Thank you, I love you. You write songs, nice. I am always open to collab proposals in my email and stuff. Always open. Because I just want an excuse to make as much music as I can for as long as I can. That is my dream. One of my dreams. You were scrapbooking, crow journaling. What is crow journaling? And then had deep conversations. Also deep conversations. Yep, that's us. Except they are deep dish conversations because we're talking about food mostly. With this method, I'm actually eating my vegetables. I'm calling that a win. What you do is preheat the oven so that it's pretty hot. I put mine in about 425 Fahrenheit. Ooh. Pat the broccoli dry, put them on a baking sheet with some aluminum foil, toss with some oil and salt. That's about what I like to do with my veggies as well. Then you can put them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, I'd say. I always go for the longer side. I like it when my broccoli is all roasted and crunchy and stuff. Okay, now the trick to elevating this broccoli. Dude, I'm learning so much about cooking and recipes from this person. Also, Villa, thank you so much for resubscribing for a whole year. 13 months. Welcome back to the VSinger. Big love. How are you, Villa? And also, thank you for the follows. You guys feel free to join our Discord if you like. Umi bro, welcome in. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. This is a cute little game called Fireside Feelings. And it's kind of like the game Kind Words where you anonymously send kind words to somebody, except it's like a full-on conversation. Lemon juice. Ooh. When you take it out of the oven, immediately sprinkle some lemon juice on top of those bad boys. Okay, optionally, you can also add some Parmesan cheese. Ooh, that sounds so good. Oh, stop. That sounds really good. Bada bing, bada boom. I like this person. Tasty broccoli to go with your tasty fried chicken. That sounds absolutely delicious. It's official. You are both members of the association. We're gonna have a feast. Yippee! Cute! Food is great. Of fried chicken and veggies. Ooh, we got a new topic of conversation. Joy! Wow, that's wonderful. Cute. Oh, wait. Oh my god, this is so cute. Hello? They're just like me, for real? For real? Wow. Is that you? That's me! Ooh, we can converse at the beach now! Yo. I know this has to be anonymous, but I absolutely want to be this person's friend. I know, right? What if you end up feeling a real connection with somebody on here? And you want to reach out? I mean, I guess you could put your @ to invite people to contact you inside of your, like, answers. But then that doesn't, like, help filter for people that you don't want to contact you, you know? What if someone answered that they can't cook but Calcifer admitted them to the association? Well, then it's gonna be a learning journey for them. They can learn how to cook from everybody else in the association. I like how you called him Calcifer. Truly feels like a Calcifer. The beach. Well, I can't customize it yet. I have to go at least once. What's his name again? It's Spark. Oh, hello. Are you joining us? Alright, you guys. Are these conversations with real people or it's a story? They're with real people. But there's a progression for the locations. Which one next, you guys? Life goals? Joy? Everyday life? Everyday love? Safe mo yoがしょまそう勝手に変えられるわけじゃない Let's see, life goals. Okay, I got one for life goals from Soran. Anybody else? We could do... I wish I could do a poll that spanned both YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, they are real people. So, these are conversations with real people, but it's like latent, so it's not in real time. To protect people. Villa says life goals. DJ Netro says joy. Here. Finny says joy. Oh, that's like half and half. Okay, we need a tiebreaker now. Zenas, hello! Good to see you! How are you? How you been doing? I've missed you. Everyone, lots of love to Zenas, who is a wonderful, wonderful music and audio extraordinaire. And Friendo. Oh, Hachi, hi, Hero Time. How you doing? Joy, you really like the sound of joy? Good with life goals. Oh my god. It's still tied. It's 4-4 right now. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do a poll. I'm gonna try to set up a poll on both Twitch and on YouTube. Great, now that you popped in. Ooh! I'm so glad. I'm so glad if I'm able to help brighten your day a little bit. Need some cozy times. Which should be the next topic? Life goals. Joy. Okay, Twitch poll has started on... Also, hello! Welcome in on YouTube. Welcome in. I'm so sorry. I can't read your name, but welcome in. And then I'm gonna make a poll on YouTube as well. Which should be our next topic? Life goals or joy? There. I know, I love the word joy as well. I do wonder what direction they would take it in as well. Sounds like Homura that you were singing. Ah, no, Homura goes... Na 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 na. No. I was singing Everyday World from Origa Iru. So Joy won. 7 votes on Twitch. On YouTube, Joy is winning by a little bit as well. So, sounded like the verse part. Shoot, how's the verse go again? I'm having a brain fart right now. Joy can be the smallest to the biggest things. Also, hi, Pris. Okay, real quick before we get started with Joy, we're gonna be doing a conversation about Joy. I'm gonna take a little break for stretching and water. Real quick, just a little 2-minute break. And I'm gonna be right back. BRB. Alrighty. Now, on Joy. Ta-ta. Oh. On Joy. Kaeri tadaima. Joy. Ooh, why is there furniture washed up on the beach? Oh, that is such a... Crab, are you upside down? Are you good or are you just frowning? No, you're smiling. I'm so sorry. I don't know why he looks like an upside down frowning crab or a right side up smiling crab. Yeah, someone just left their furniture on the beach. Ah, it makes me so happy to have the three of us around the campfire. I love being surrounded by beautiful people like this. It fills me with joy, and I'd love for us to talk about this wonderful feeling together. Joy. Tell me, Phoebe, do you consider yourself naturally joyful? You know? My mom always told me that when I was a baby, I was the one of that out of the three of me and my sisters, I was always the cheerful baby who would be laughing and amused and babbling at everything. Nowadays, I think that it's something I have to try harder at as an adult, but I haven't lost hope in finding joy in life and in the things around me, even though I've had all sorts of pretty horrendous stuff thrown in my direction. I'd say that unwilling... I'd say that stubbornness to at least try to remain joyful and to be kind count as some kind of natural joyfulness, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. If I have to try, is that being naturally joyful? But also that keyword is what? Oh man. I love being surrounded by beautiful people like this. Me when I'm in Phoebe's chat. Honestly, our community is full of some of the kindest, most lovely people. And I feel truly blessed about that every day. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. I didn't know that there could be other... Oh, so that's how they make their text like rainbow sometimes and stuff. I like how much they let you write, right? You could even make a giant text chunk if you wanted to. That's what I was doing at first because I didn't know you could split it up like that. We just do the best we can, that's all. Truly. When life is busy, it's hard to find joy in things you do. Well, if it's busy in a way that is like you're surrounded constantly by things that make you happy, then I can imagine that, you know, it might be a little easier. What I've come to realize is that, like, the more I try and surround myself with things and people that make me happy, it helps, but also, like, some of these things that make me happy are like multifaceted for sure. Multifaceted. So like the thing that makes me the happiest the most in the whole world is music. So of course it makes me really, really happy to be able to make new music, to be able to perform it, and to be able to share it with a lot of people. When a ton of people enjoy the music that I put out there, whether it's from the stage or from their computers and their phones and their homes and stuff, it makes me really happy. But with any pursuit of that, there comes a bunch of like other factors as well, especially in the entertainment industry too. Though I think this goes for like any kind of workplace, but entertainment industry, there's like constant negativity as well. So it's just kind of like, to what extent are you willing to like expose yourself to some of this negativity in order to keep doing more of that thing that you love? How much do you love it, basically? And is that love like strong enough to make weathering the rest of it worth it? I love your music. I so wish I could hear you live one day. One day, we gotta make it happen. Gotta. I feel that it's inspiring and uplifting to keep those around you who share similar values in life. And so the more you're able to like keep people similar to you close to you, the easier it becomes to drown out the rest of it. But then also the deeper that you get into your craft, if you're like in an industry surrounding it, if you're not just doing it as a hobby, if you're like trying to like go and make a name for yourself doing it or share it with more people, then you really, really need to keep the people dear to you, the people that make you truly happy close to you. Because it's only gonna be like with those like pure, true bonds and stuff that you're able to like survive some of this absolutely like terrible stuff. So I hope to keep the FeebeeHive near and dear and close to my heart always. And my friendos that I've found, my most precious friendos, my sisters, the people that make me feel pure joy and the people that I want to make feel pure joy. Kaze, Tsuki. Hi Peppy! How you doing? Yeah, I love you guys too. I try to be joyful, but lately it feels like I haven't been able. Wait, is this the same bee? It's a lovely bee! Wait, they're wearing the same exact thing. It's gotta be the same person. We got paired up with the same person from earlier. Wow! Wait. Oh no, what if I end up like really, really, really like wanting to be friends with this person? Alright, welcome in everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I think a huge part of this is just because I feel so tired and burned out at the moment. Okay, they're literally me, but with daughter. Though technically I have my bunny daughter. There are things that I look forward to every day, like my morning coffee, playing with my daughter, and seeing my husband after he comes home from work. Oh, and with husband, I guess. Do the names not change because they also look the same as the one from earlier? I think we literally got paired up with the same person because we've been paired up with someone else before who had a different name and a different randomized name and a different appearance. Like they were a different animal entirely. I think they were like an elk or something. But I think we just got really, really lucky and got paired up with the same person because they're referring to their daughter again here. Daughter is Suki and husband is Kaze. Easy. If I asked really, 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 really nicely, would some of you guys be able to make fan art of that? Would some of you guys like make like fan art of that? If I still believe you can defeat Jevil while practicing your Toho skills. I mean, I'll definitely when I play more Deltarune tomorrow, I plan on like doing other parts of the story first, and then coming back to Jevil, like after I do a little bit more of the actual story. Yes, Peppy, do not doubt me, Luna. Okay, I will say so far, I've had 2, technically maybe 3, if you count Kiki's art of me dressed in the Hana outfit. Breezy Bee fan art. Kiki was the one that came up with the ship name Breezy Bee, by the way. One of them was a sketch that if any of you guys are fans of the Kaigai idol group Non-Suite, my best friend from that group is Miyu. I love all of them very much, but I'm like very, very close to Miyu. And Miyu drew me like I've never shown it anywhere before, but she drew me a cute like sketch just to make me happy one day. And then another one was it is an ongoing fan fiction from somebody who may or may not still be in the chat, but I don't know if they're still in the chat right now. They were here earlier in the stream. I know, I love Non-Suite so much. I'm so excited for their re-debut. And I'm still supporting Emily and Miyu and everything that they're doing. Emily, I think, has taken a permanent step away from entertainment industry stuff. But, Miyu, I love Miyu so much. I love Miyu, I love Miyu. And I'm cheering her on so much with everything that she's doing outside of idol things right now. It is a prologue and a chapter 1. And yeah. So far. And it just kind of is something that I look at when I'm feeling at my darkest moments to like just kind of make me happy, you know? Finding joy in the precious things that your friends took the time to like put lots of love into for you. What about the the birthday wedding cake that Aqua did? I think but that's just an artifact. That is an ancient artifact that Aqua found while excavating a distant planet. From her graduation announcement, sound like she'll be a teacher or something. Precisely, and I'm so proud of everything that she's gonna be doing. Love Emily, love Miyu, love all of Non-Suite. I love Kenzie too. I love Kenzie. honorary Non-Suite member. #1 staff. And friendo. Love Phoebe. Love Chunky. An artifact, of course. What is that? Okay, like seriously, what does that emoji combination mean? I need to know. I'm sorry, maybe this is boomer brain of me, but I don't know. Well, right now I think my natural state is sleepiness. Ooh, I'm very eepy. Hang in there, lovely bee. Sometimes it varies a lot depending on the seasons. The sun, the rain, the flowers, the pollen. We're all very different in how we relate to the seasons of the year. If you had to choose one, which season would you say brings you the most joy? Ooh. This is always such a hard question for me. Because every season has something that I love about it. Honestly, there's not even a season that I dislike or hate. I'd say that I align the most with spring, probably. The feeling of new beginnings. Flowers blooming. Baby animals. Allergies. I'm very much a spring kid. But my birthday is in fall. And as well as Halloween. And the temperature's perfect. The world is kind of extra beautiful. Winter is such a cozy season, and I like the cold. Even though I get cold easily. And it has so many fun holidays. And summer is an exciting time where there are a bunch of fun things to be done, events to go to, festivals, etc. Honestly, I don't know. Which season does bring me the most joy? I don't even know. I don't think that I can choose, honestly. If I had to, or else if I was being held hostage and had to choose one, I'd say maybe spring. Or maybe, I don't know. It's so hard. Dude, summer in Japan is just different. It is so... I'm getting ready to, like, be having to wipe down my body every, like, 5 minutes when I go to Japan in a few weeks. That's gonna be crazy. Going to get to see the Macross Frontier final live. Ooh. Japan is extremely humid. Like, more humid than any other environment I've ever been in my entire life. More humid than the USA. Well, I've lived in California all my life. And it's very dry here. But I have experienced, like, Florida humidity before. Because performances. I've experienced Washington, D.C. humidity. East Coast humidity in general. And I'd say Japan humidity is, like, worse than either of those. Are you performing? If you are, I'll try to come and see. Oh, I wish! Last time I was in Japan, I did a performance. This time around, I will not be performing, unless something really random comes up. But I am there simply to see the Macross Frontier final live. I wasn't gonna be able to go because money, but, a bunch of people know me as the kid who grew up liking Ranka from Macross Frontier her whole life. And so a bunch of Macross community members and precious friends and stuff really wanted to see me, like, go. So there's, like, several friends that are helping me out to go and see the final live, and I'm so happy. I'm very grateful. Japan between May and August is very humid. Last time I was in Japan was, like, in September, and it was still very, very humid. That was not last time I was in Japan. Last time I was in Japan during summer was 2 years ago for Tokyo Game Show, and it was in September, and it was still ultra humid. So I'm kind of scared. Oh yeah, last time I was in Otakon, I was, like, super duper... Like, so you guys might be able to see it a little bit in the documentary. But in the Busy Bee documentary, when I'm doing, like, the first half of the interviews, You can see how sweaty I am, kind of. You can see how shiny I am. It's because it was ultra humid. It was so humid. That was like an interview that I filmed while I was at Otakon. I'm Canadian and so not built for this. Oh no! I'm in Cali too and it's so hot. Do not like it. But the humidity in Asia is worse than America. Oh, definitely, definitely. Hang in there, Minty. Take me with you in spirit. You will be with me in spirit. You will. We'll always welcome you to Japan. Thank you, Dai-chan. Arigato. I want to. Mata live shitai. Mata live shitai. I want to do another performance in Japan one day. If I had to choose one, I'd say spring, maybe. I think it'd have to be summer. Well, autumn's my favorite season, and I think summer brings me the most joy because of how nice it is. I really love the vibes of summer, in theory. And then, like, you go out and it's super duper, like, hot. Hot and dry or hot and humid, it doesn't matter. But, like, it is self-aware.
Satamalo gifted a tier 1 sub to wet_pizza_roll. They have given 174 gift subs in the channel.
Wow, thank you, Sotomalo. Sotomalo. They're like Sotomalo. Texas speech. Sotomalo, thank you so much. And welcome. A wet pizza roll, too. I love your name. Welcome to the VSinger. Please make sure to say thank you to Sotomalo if you're in the chat. You're wearing the Nyanya X Madoka Magica Homona Lolita cord for my graduation on Thursday. Congratulations for graduation, but also hang in there. Oh, you have the Lolita cord? I don't know if it's the same one that I have, but me and Kiki purchased matching Madoka and Homona Lolita cords. So maybe it's of the same set as yours, I'm not sure. Wet pizza roll. Foosh! Hi. Or the pizza roll's wet. We let them get soggy. Oh my gosh, then technically we're matching too, Finny! Satamalo. You can do things outside, like go to the park. Whenever my daughter and I go to story time, they host it outside during the nice sunny days. Okay, this person is so cute. I'm just thinking of like some wholesome person that loves to cook and who like takes care of their little baby daughter and takes them to the park to go to story time. And then greets their husband with like a sweet, like loving hug and kiss every day after work. This is just cute waifu bee right here. Hello? Hi, Fush. They go to story time. During the summer, every Friday, there are a bunch of different food trucks that come around, and we go to that every week. We always look forward to Food Truck Fridays. Food Truck Fridays, fudging losers. Food Truck Fridays. Just being outside really lifts up your mood. You know, I think that summer would be my favorite if there was more stuff around me to do during the summer. If I was living in Japan, despite the humidity, I might love the summer because there's just so much like... There is summer... Japanese summer is definitely like its own experience. It is a staple of Japanese youth. But those cool mornings and evenings, those are the best. This person is really, really good at using their like different text types. And sometimes beyond the weather or conditions, it's the little everyday gestures that create moments of joy. For you, Phoebe, what little daily gesture brings you joy? Ooh. Daily gesture that brings me joy. Small things in my daily routine give me something to smile about every day. Daily singing practice. my bunnies. Playing with my bunny and seeing her binky around everywhere when it's her snack time. Even just eating dinner with my housemates. Those little things give me something to look forward to, even on the most difficult days. That's why, like, it becomes so much harder for me whenever my throat's messed up and I can't sing. Because singing practice is, like, definitely a big, big, big part of what brings me joy every day. But luckily I have other loved ones. You guys, getting to chat with my FeebeeHive. If I'm streaming that day. Suki has her snuffle mat time and her snack time and her play time. And getting to, like, greet my housemates hello after they get back from work. All makes me really happy. Oh, when my husband sends me a little joke or a meme while he's at work, that's cute! Okay, stop. They're so cute. They're so cute. I'm so invested in this person. A lovely bee is truly a lovely bee. Sometimes I find something on the internet that I have to show him, so I send it to him right away so that he can feel good too. And just talking with my husband in general brings me joy. Man, they are goals one day. I hope I can grow up to be a bee like them one day. I've literally been reading advice from leaders in Japan about staying cool because they have it the worst, truly. There are these cooling... I don't know if they mentioned this in the advice that you're reading. What is some of the advice that you've been reading? I'm curious. But they have these cooling wipes that one of my housemates bought last time we were in Japan. And they're just like little wet wipes, and you can use them to like wipe the sweat off of you and stuff, but it like also has a cooling effect. Those saved us, because even though it was already kind of sort of fall when we were in Japan last year, it was still freaking hot for some reason, especially when we were in Osaka. Also, hello, Meika! Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What were you guys up to? Welcome in, you guys. I'm Phoebe, your 2.5D Fairytale Idol, singer-songwriter, and voice actor who loves to write their own songs and perform them on both the real life and the virtual stage. Hope that you guys have a comfy, cozy time here at the FeebeeHive, and that you had a lot of fun at Meiko's stream. What were you guys up to? I love you too, Meiko. I love you. I love you. I love you. What were you doing? Everyone, please go give Meiko lots of love. Right, it's so hard. Earlier this year, I had to go on vocal rest for a few weeks, and I was very sad. I feel you so hard. I'm trying to like do enough like vocal rest when I'm not using my voice, and also like just general daily vocal care to like not just heal my voice up from how it is now, but I want to make it a regular part of my routine, because I don't want to like I really, really don't want to permanently damage my voice. That would just... I would be like, what am I living for? Yeah, cooling patches, parasols, and hats. You have the spray version of it. It's called Sea Breeze. That's so cute, Sea Breeze. Played Outlast Trial, spooky. You're always playing such spooky games. You're braver than I ever could be, Miko. You were so brave. How was that? So spooky. Everyone, lots of love to Mako. I love her so much. She's my Prima Project sister, and I adore her. Cute short. I love there's a lot of people also carry around UV parasols and portable fans. Ooh, they have a little portable fan that you can get from the merch store for the Macross Frontier Funnel Live, so I'm really hoping I can get one of those. I don't want to buy too much merch while I'm there because I just simply don't have the money for it, but like, I want that little fan. Me when I hear my own voice, why do I sound like that? You get used to it eventually. You mean so much to me too, Mako. You really do. I wish you nothing more than the utmost happiness. Best of luck with your exam. Oh my god. I get to send you off to your exam. Okay, I love you, Peppy. Best of luck. You're gonna do great. I see. That's very sweet. For me, something I absolutely love is food. I could spend entire days burning wood or charcoal. And you, what food fills you with joy just thinking about eating it? What makes it special for you? Ooh. Cheese. Ever since I was a little kid, cheese has been my comfort food. I don't know why, but it was also the reason why yellow was my first favorite color before I discovered pink, because it reminded me of cheese and butter. If I had to be specific, I have this nostalgic attachment to the pasta with Mizithra cheese and brown butter from Old Spaghetti Factory. I think Old Spaghetti Factory is where some of the Prima members went to lunch at Offkai. I couldn't make it that day because I had already said yes to a different lunch at that point. But this is also Old Spaghetti Factory, which my family calls OSF, is like our special place to eat. Which is a special spot to eat for me and my family. I've always only ever ordered that every time, ever since I was a kid. So it brings me back to simpler times. What kind of game is this? Saying, if you've ever heard of the game Kind Words before, it's similar to that. If not, then basically what it is you are having a conversation with an anonymous person, a real person, not in real time for their own safety, but you're having an anonymous a conversation with somebody who's played the game before and inputted their own answers. And you're just sending them encouragement and kind words, basically. And like it really like the game really makes you think about some deep topics sometimes as well. We got into like food sustainability and ethical sourcing and stuff like that earlier in the stream. It was pretty crazy. Even enjoy there is food. Phoebe, can I buy you the Klonoa remasters? Didn't I already get that when you told me to like ages ago? Hold on. I guess I didn't. Sure, I can add you on Steam. Yeah, it's a really sweet, cozy game. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much, Jalber. Thank you. Though I will be honest, I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to play it, but I would be honored to take it. I just realized this reminds me of Nier Automata. I think you know which bit. It made me tear up like Phoebe doing a Kudo board stream. Nier Automata is such a special game to me. It's one of the first games that made me like cry. It is similar to Kind Words in that way. The game is indeed fun. You're gonna have a fun game. Oh, Klonoa? Every Christmas, my mom makes this really awesome pecan pie. I always look forward to having it every holiday season. She's given me the recipe, and I've made it a couple of times, but it doesn't taste the same, you know? I make it correctly, but it just feels like it's missing my mom's love in it. Oh. Anyway, instead of presents every Christmas, I ask her to make me a pecan pie so I can have it all to myself. Mwah. That is so valid. Sometimes I ask my mom. My mom's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Next time I come home, can you just like make me cookies or something?" And what's beautiful about food is that it's often shared. We just keep talking about food today. Personally, I sometimes feel joy but don't have the pleasure of sharing it with those around me. Not every evening is like this one. Do you think shared joy is always more beautiful than personal joy? How do you value these two experiences? Oh god. So this is really interesting because I think me crying as a 10-year-old playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Explorers of Time. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Explorers of Time, that's crazy. Yeah. I felt a lot of things from Mystery Dungeon too. Definitely. That really brings me back. Ah. Do you think shared joy is always more beautiful than personal joy? So this is an interesting one because I do think that like I think being able to share joy with others will always enhance that, but in order to even feel that in the first place, I think it's important to find joy within oneself first. We're always going around looking for love, looking for validation, looking for joy, looking for someone to believe in you. And in reality, you have all of those things. We have all of those things within our own selves. And we just so easily forget that. And I think that we would enjoy, like, moments shared with others even more if we were able to enjoy the moments that we have to ourselves as well. So, I think that in general, moments shared or being able to share joy with others will always make it even more wonderful. But I think that there is so much joy to be found within oneself and by oneself. To But we already have all of that within our own selves. I forget that sometimes too. Also, hi Eggy, how you doing? Hachi and Staro, welcome in. Nier Automata's too sad, that's why I want to play the true ending. But the true ending is like the best. It is so cathartic. I don't know, it's just... It made me cry in like also a... wow, I'm not alone kind of way. Too. I say that I'm trying to say that without spoiling too much, but like... they are good tears as well. Please. I was thinking of replaying it on stream sometime, but like... I have been told that like the gameplay probably like... I would probably not like the gameplay as much nowadays as I did before, is what I've been told. Like, it might not have held up as much. Maybe. But I think I would still enjoy the story. But it's not gonna be the same because, like, I've already experienced it once. I cried so hard about it that, like, my like, apartment mates at the time came outside into the living room where I was playing it, and they were like, "Are you okay? Phoebe, what's wrong?" And I was like, "No, I'm just the game I'm playing." And then they were not like gamers or anything at all, so they just thought I was silly for having like cried over it. It's kind of a one-time experience. Dang, streamers back then must have had such a time. What game is this? It looks cute. It's so cute. It's called Fireside Feelings. And it's a game where you have a conversation with an anonymous real person. Not in real time though, they've already like given their answers beforehand. But you have a conversation with them and then offer them some kind words. And then pay your own kind words forward a little bit. I won't lie, Phoebe talks just like that bee in the game. Which one? The one that I'm typing as here? Or like the one on the right side? Because I do feel like I'm relating to this person a lot. We got paired up with them twice somehow. It's a very precious game. There's value in both. They both definitely have their own beauty to them, to be sure. With a personal joy, it feels like your own little secret that you can keep for as long as you want. Well, that's a nice way of thinking about it. Your own little secret. Like a little light that you can carry with you. Okay, this person is so cute. They're so cute. I felt that way when I first found out I was pregnant with my daughter. On a whim, I took a pregnancy test and it told me the big news. Aww. At that point, it was 1 a.m. My husband was still sleeping. I could have rushed off and told him right away, but I just wanted to keep this to myself for just a little... This person is so cute. They're so cute. What a lovely human being. Truly a lovely bee. My own little personal joy. Stop. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. What, is this alt reality? Or is this like future Phoebe? With a windy husband or something? I wanna be like this person when I grow. I know I wanna be like this person when I grow up too. Oh, they're so cute. Obviously, in the morning at a decent hour, I told him the big news, and so that tiny personal light of joy turned into a bigger flame of shared joy. Yeah, it's very similar to kind words, except it's like full-on conversations. Yeah. Oh, it's so good that you like stumbled upon our stream on accident today, Agdi. This is the sort of thing we need more of in this world. Everything is so dehumanizing, right? This game really, really reminds me that there is such a thing as like real human connection out there. I like to think this person is what I'm gonna be in about 10 years, assuming they're roughly in their 30s. Yeah, I like to think that this person is what I'm gonna be in about 10 years as well. I hope so. Both are beautiful in their own way. I see. Wow, he's just going and changing the subject. Do you think... Oh, Jesus. That's kind of a heavy question, Sparky says with a little smile on his face. Do you think joy is important enough in our society? Oh my god, Spark. Do you think it should be valued more? Honestly, these are real questions. These are real important questions, though. It's gonna be you and your girlfriend one day, Minty. How should we change our relationship with joy, in your opinion? I can understand why it's this way, but I do think that the world is a little too doom and gloom lately. Like, everyone is either a doomer or super nihilistic, or they've just given up on being kind in general. It's a scary world and a scary time to live in. But I always tell myself that I want to be kind and gentle, even if life isn't very kind or gentle. I think if we valued joy more now, in today's society, and then maybe the world would look even a little different. I don't know. What's a doomer, not another brain rot thing? I mean, I don't think it's a brain rot term. I'm just using it right now as like a term for someone who just thinks really negatively of everything and is just like, oh, like this world is screwed anyway kind of thing, you know. Joy should be appreciated more, IMO. She was one of the cutest characters in Pokemon. Oh my god. You say she like there aren't a billion of her. It's they. A doomer is someone who's lost in the pessimistic sauce. Yeah. They're lost in the pessimistic sauce. Yeah, people who have lost their determination. It's really... like, I understand why it's easy to focus on the negative when there's absolutely terrifying stuff going on around us. I don't think like toxic positivity is good either, but I do think that there's joy to be found still. People just need to be willing to open their eyes and hearts to it. That's the kind of world I want to help create. Absolutely, I don't think joy is shared as much as it should in society. There's a start with events and festivals and concerts and stuff. What about the normal everyday? In a corporate world, they can tell you to be joyful and happy in your work, but it feels very fake. I think in those times, it's important to have little personal joys, little routines that you can do to make yourself happy in the day-to-day routine. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like my stuff with Suki. Because I want to keep Suki's day-to-day joyful as well. What's toxic positivity? I don't know, stuff like when people are like, oh, you have to. How do I explain? How would you guys explain toxic positivity? It's like, it's not unfounded positivity, because I think it's okay to be optimistic. But I think it's like the idea that, you know, you should feel ashamed or guilty if you're not able to stay positive in certain situations. Like it's like not telling it's instead of like finding joy in the little thing, it's telling you to like push down the negative thoughts. Now you can find joy and still feel like frustrated or sad or angry with bad things happening in your life. You don't have to like ignore or minimize those negative emotions, but like I think toxic positivity would tell you, oh, you're not allowed to feel that way. You should not feel that way. You know? Yeah. To you, toxic positivity is the refusal to acknowledge and honor your negative feelings because you think that staying positive will carry you, but that's not how our hearts or minds work. Like if Phoebe banned people for talking about having a bad day or being exhausted. Look, actually, people are totally allowed to, like, be sad and exhausted here in chat. I will say I have gotten people banned before for trauma dumping in chat though, because there are times where it is appropriate, and then there are times where maybe you shouldn't be trauma dumping about like paragraphs about negative things that happen to you in a chat with a bunch of other people when they're just trying to vibe and maybe making them uncomfortable. There has to be like a good... Yeah, there has to be a line drawn. There has to be a line drawn. Invalidating all negative emotions, I think, is a good base. Yeah, I think that's a good, like, explanation for it. I think Minty did a good job of explaining it as well. Yeah, Inside Out 1 did deal with toxic positivity. That's true. But I wish there was more of a push in society to really stop and think about what's going on. Things that you're grateful for, things like that. I see. It's a very interesting way of looking at things. And you, in your daily life, what activity brings you the most joy? Your little personal happiness factory that never lets you down. My bunny, Tsuki, is my little personal happiness factory. Tsuki. That's why I want to make her life as happy as possible, too. Honestly, she hopped into my life at the best time. Little did I know that a few months after rescuing her from my front yard. Little did I know that a few months after rescuing her from my front yard, some of the most difficult several months of my life. Little did I know that after rescuing her from my front yard, the next year would end up being one of the hardest years of my life. It's still difficult now. But I try to push through every day with love and joy because I want Tsuki's life to be filled with love and joy. And so every time she binkies or asks for pets or gets excited over a treat, it gives me a little serotonin. Thought it was like them telling you harsh things, but their intention is to motivate you to become better. No, that's just like, what is that? That's like being a hard-boiled mentor? I don't know. Phoebe uplifting ASMR stream when I like figure out my ASMR setup. I would say something like forcing yourself to be happy as opposed to taking things as they come. Like something bad happens and you try to ignore and push it down by saying things will be better. And like, yeah, they will be, but your current feelings are still valid and important. You're my #1 recommended streamer. Hi, Meme Lord! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? I guess FeebeeHive is now your new home. And I would say you can also be toxically positive towards other people too, I guess. Sometimes, like, when you vent to people, like, this is just one example of it. Sometimes when you vent to people, you don't want, like, advice or anything. You want to vent to them. And for them to either listen or, you know, maybe, like, express sympathy or empathy or something. But if you like complain to them and then they're like, oh well, don't worry, it's not that bad because this and this and this or something like that, and they're like trying to cheer you up, but then like really that's just kind of like, were they even really listening? They like minimize your feelings in that way. Do yoga. Yeah, I get a lot of unwarranted advice, or sometimes it's like, well, geez, yeah, I thought about that already, but and if it was as simple as that, I would have done it myself, kind of thing. Depends on which kind for me. I see some people enjoy something excessive or joy things that cause people problems. I think that like rather than toxic positivity, that might be like just like something else, like obsession, indulgence. But I know what you mean saying, yeah. My family does that a lot and made me stop talking about my problems. That's sad. I'm sorry about that, Zen. I hope you find people, loved ones and friends that'll like properly give you the space to speak your mind. Morning coffee. Okay, they're like my mom. It's the best way to start the day, morning coffee. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I wake up... Actually, no. My mom doesn't just like morning coffee. She's, like, reliant on it. If she doesn't get her morning coffee, she will make her day and your day bad for the rest of the day. So, I think it's a little bit different than a lovely bee's love of coffee. Yeah, tough love. I think that's a way to say it. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I wake up earlier than my alarm and my daughter's still sleeping. I go downstairs and have a cup of coffee while watching the sunrise. Now that is a great way to start the day, or at least it's my preferred way. This person sounds wonderful, oh my gosh. Magnificent, I would love to try doing that. You both look so wonderful, talking about your joys and happiness. And it makes me wonder, on the contrary, have you ever lost your joy for life? Oh. Really? Phoebe, what about you? Can you tell us about the circumstances of this loss? He's just assuming! I mean, yes, but also what if I said no? Damn, okay, well, I really need this game. It's very therapeutic for sure. Honestly, the past almost a whole year, I've been struggling with having lost a lot, including my joy for life. I've been in extremely bad situations before. That you would think would have felt worse than this. Because they were actually dangerous. But this has been a pretty... But during that time, I had a lot of people in my life doing whatever they could to pull me out of that situation and help me, and I was still really young, so it felt like I had a whole life ahead of me after recovering from all of that. And it really was. And I'm still recovering from that time. But even compared to then, but compared to then, compared to what I went through, then this past year has been a very quiet kind of sadness. I'm a more public figure now, and there's not too many people that I can tell about some of the things that have happened to me. But it's been one extremely bad thing after another. Like almost every month something new happens. And I have something that I've been working really hard on that I was kind of banking on to I don't know, fix me? Or like make my life happy again? So I dedicated a lot of myself and my life to that, and have even put aside a lot of opportunities and life things and even money as a result of it. But it might not pan out in the way that I had hoped for it to, because of people being really irresponsible with their own money. I don't know, but not pan out in the way I'd hoped to, because of things entirely out of my control. And I've been feeling so hopeless. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is so vague because I know I'm still like on stream with you guys, but I'm trying to like be honest to this person right now. Kappa! Oh my god! Chai! Hello, Chai! How are you? Oh my gosh! Sorry to raid and run my god. Yes! Get some rest, get some rest, get some rest. I love you so much. I love you. I'll take good care of them. Everyone, please go give Chai lots and lots of love. We go way, way back. Chai is a very, very precious friend and fellow VTuber. And welcome you guys to the FeebeeHive. I'm Phoebe, your 2.5D Fairytale Idol, singer-songwriter, and voice actor who loves to write her own songs and perform them on both the real life and the virtual stage. And I hope you guys have a cozy time here at the FeebeeHive. What were you guys doing on stream today? Welcome in. We're playing a really, really, really cute game right now. It's really lovely. If you've ever heard of Kind Words, it's similar to that. You have a conversation with an anon. You have a conversation with an anonymous person and just kind of exchange words of encouragement and kindness with each other and kind of get into like some deep stuff. We're getting deep today. So I guess I'm in a period of my life where I'm searching for hope the most. I think it's during times like these where I need to do or find even more things that bring me joy. Oh, wow. Sorry I get so deep about it. Something about stealing tea, radiate wool. Forgot the memo. Hi, Dada. Welcome in. But yeah, what were you guys up to? What were you doing? It's just like, I know that I've been like... It's been crazy. I can't even... Maybe one day when I write my autobiography, you guys will like know all of the crazy things happening behind the scenes. But I think it would just be too sad. Like, I've always been really, really like candid with you guys about my life. I mean, I literally just use my actual likeness and name for my VTuber and stuff. Like, I've always been real candid with you guys, but I decided for the stuff that's been happening over this past year that it is simply too sad to share with you guys. It is simply too sad. And so like I'm trying to be a responsible community leader and stuff and not overshare those things. But I will say, Sniper Killer almost rage quit at the end with how the boss battle was. Dude, that was me with one of the secret bosses in Deltarune like a few days ago. And I'm getting back to Deltarune tomorrow to see if I can finally beat that boss. Well, basically, it's been like loss after loss after loss after loss in like, and then like sometimes it's like worse when like when life like dangles something nice in front of your face only to like take it back. That has happened a few times as well, especially during the times where I needed something good to happen. I was like, I need something to believe in right now, and then like it would dangle something nice in front of my face and then like take it back from me. Like, I'm not gonna get into any specifics, but like for example, there were some like really cool opportunities that I was like being considered for and like was in like the early talks for over the past like several months. And some of these opportunities have passed and you guys have seen them and they were really cool and I'm so proud of everybody, but like for like one logistical thing or another, like I ended up like either like I didn't hear back after I stopped hearing back after a while, or like we'd be like dropped from things and I'd be like, oh wow, well I wish I had never known that I was being considered for this thing in the first place. rather than like finding out later on, oh, this thing is happening and turns out that I'm like not part of it, you know. Yes, take care, Sky Nerd. Take care. Those are just like some examples. But like, yeah, I guess life has been like just like playing games with my heart for a while. There's still something really cool that I've been cooking up for a long time that is coming up. It's just like I keep telling myself, oh, until that thing happens, I just gotta hang in there. Until that thing happens, I just gotta hang in there. And then like, but what about the me before that thing happens? You know, like what about like when that thing happens, it'll be cool. But like, what about the me before that thing happens? Cause like doesn't the me right now deserve to be happy too? So, but yeah, some things like, you know, like grandma's cancer and stuff, like I can't control some of this, but what I can try to do is spend time with her and stuff and, you know, find other ways to enjoy life, even if it's throwing doo-doo at me, you know. But yeah, it's just, it is, I'm hoping that I'll be able to look back on this time in my life and just like maybe not laugh at it, but like smile at it and be like, wow, I like look how far I've come despite all of these things that happen. Depression can really suck the joy out of life, sucks the joy out and replaces it with indifference and nothing. I've had to deal with depression for most of my life, so I'm no stranger to the feeling of things that usually bring me joy not doing anything for me anymore. I'm lucky though that the depression comes in waves. While at times it feels like everything is pointless and I don't want to do anything at all, other times I can find that spark of joy again. Right now I'm feeling fine, so no depression spells or anything, which is good. Good! Lovely Bee deserves to be happy! But I know that there's always a huge wave waiting in the back of my mind, so to speak. I get that completely. For the past 2 years, I've had this weird rubber banding happening where I'm forced to grieve over something, and as soon as I recover, something else happens. Dude! Exactly! Rubber banding is like the perfect way of putting it. It's like whiplash. It's just like tiring. It's exhausting. But you have persevered through all of it and lived to tell the tale, so I'm proud of you, Finn. Proud of you, Phoebe. Thank you, VTR. Thank you for your sincerity. As for me, it happened when I worked as a torch in a castle. Many of my friends envied me because it was a very prestigious castle. But I was placed in a staircase and no one ever stopped to talk to me. Anyway, it's getting late, and I'd like to end on a positive note. Whoa, you used to be a torch in a castle? What? Crazy. Spark has some history that we don't know about. Getting the Spark lore, I have one last question. After a bad day, when you want to cheer yourself up, what little ritual do you do to bring back your smile? You guys are gonna giggle at me for this one. Every day, I listen to my favorite artist and I practice his songs. Sometimes I like to imagine that we're duetting together. the squiggly. The lyrics really do resonate with me, as though I could have written the songs myself. And so it feels nice and like I'm not alone in this world, knowing that someone else has felt these things that I feel. Singing, then, has become like a prayer to me. So this person is so real. Lovely B says, so I have this reward system. Whenever I accomplish a goal, I can open up a Pokemon TCG booster pack. Yo! However, I always keep one aside in case of a bad day. I can always open up one pack if I've had a bad day. I put sticky notes on all of the packs so I know what each goal corresponds to. No, I'd say my religion is music. Honestly, having the unimaginable happen makes me feel like I can face anything that doesn't make loss any less painful. That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, wow. I've had some absolutely horrendous, sometimes inhumane stuff happen to me in my life. So, like, I must be a very powerful person for still being alive, is what it feels like sometimes. But it still sucks when bad things happen. And I'm always still taken aback when it happens. But I promise you things will get better even if it's the small things in life. There's still joy to be experienced. And I can promise you guys that too. If you ever feel hopeless, it's never truly hopeless. You guys are gonna giggle at me for this one, as if one of my feel better activities isn't literally doing the same thing with your music. Minty! Ow! That means a lot to me. I'm so glad. Also, hi Hunter Wolf. Dude, I'm the inhumane thing, by the way. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. What if I feel like a plastic bag? Like a plastic bag. Like a plastic bag. I knew a guy who was like that, except it was packs of smokes instead of Pokemon. That's horrible. I mean, I feel bad for their lungs, basically. Maybe they should consider doing it with Pokemon TCG booster packs instead. Put sticky notes on all the packs so I know what each goal corresponds to. The one for bad days I label, you'll know when to open this pack. That way it doesn't necessarily have to be the worst day ever for me to open a pack. Even on days where I feel disappointed or any sort of feeling that's not nearly as bad as the worst day ever, I can still cheer myself up with opening a pack. Aww. Maybe get one step closer to completing a collection? Maybe even getting an illustration rare card. Ooh. I just like collecting these cards. They give me joy. Wow. This person is just such a lovely human being, honestly. Magnificent. That gives me plenty of little rituals to try if I ever feel down. But, Spark, if you were to ever open a Pokemon trading card pack, I think you would just let it burn up right away. I don't know. I don't know if that applies to you, dude. As someone who is new here, is there a place to listen to sad music? Ah! You can either listen on my YouTube. Oh, hold on. Hi, Jonavar! Welcome in. We love Pina Senpai. But yes, TS Turtle Dove. There's my YouTube. There's Spotify. What does exclamation point music do? Oh, that's a little bit different. Is there an exclamation point Bandcamp? There's not. But I have a Bandcamp too. It's just FeebeeChanTV.bandcamp.com. But whatever your preferred platform is, the music is probably there. And actually, I have a new song coming out in a few weeks to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. So, I hope you can look forward to that as well. It means a lot to me if you guys go and check out my stuff. But yes, welcome in, Jonavar. Welcome in. I aim to be as cozy of a streamer as Peanut is. I wish you lots of joy and tenderness ahead. I wish you lots of joy and tenderness ahead, chat. Cute! And I love that you have to shake the Polaroid as well. Wishing for joy and tenderness. Wow. New promise fulfilled. Oh? Moments I want to experience. So cute! We have an adventure diary? Wow. Build a little home for myself. Be able to protect strangers and accompany them. To have protected strangers and accompany them. To feel comfortable in one's own skin. Take your first selfie. Look at all these. This is such a cute achievement system. Oh. Sew a puppet to light up eyes. Create a performance that makes people think. That's something I want to do. I like to think that maybe I was able to accomplish that with some of my Northwest Idol Fest performances last year. Wow. Oh, this is so cute. Such a wholesome game. Memories. You can go back and you can, like, review your conversations, too. Polaroid, I'm old enough to remember them in the 90s. People still do Polaroids nowadays. As an idol, we do this thing called checkies. And checkies are Polaroid photos that you take with those little Instax cameras at, like, your meet and greets. And then people can buy them, and then you can, like, decorate and sign them for them. So they're still alive and well. What I have learned is that you actually don't have to shake Polaroid photos to make them develop. You're just supposed to, like, keep them out of the light. I specifically bought a folder for Checky. Honored to be in it as well. Please don't shake them. Yeah! See, Kitty Warrior knows as somebody who actually works with cameras. It is funny that they implemented that in this game, though. I have my Phoebe checkies on my desk so I can see them whenever. Oh, I am honored. I'm honored. But Outcast told me, screw that! Don't listen! I will get a checkie with you someday, trust. I believe one day. With that said, though, we've been going for 3 hours and I should probably rest my voice. I do have some more recording I need to do tonight, not unfortunately, but like, it's just the way it is, you know? You don't shake babies nor leave them in the sun. Protect the baby checkies. You protect the baby checkies. Yeah, I have a journal that I write in every day, Astaro. I use it mostly for like task lists and like habit tracking and stuff. I have found the YouTube and shall listen to some of your songs soon. Thank you, Turtle Dev. Definitely let me know which some of your favorites are next time you come by. Your songs have electric bass sometimes. Most of them have electric bass. Yes. It messes with the chemical reaction inside. Image will still be seen, but not as sharp or vibrant. Twice, nice meeting you. Nice to meet you as well, John. Nice to meet you. And I definitely will see you guys for more Fireside Feelings in the future. But tomorrow, some of you may have seen my stream schedule. It's available in our Discord server. If you're new here, feel free to join our Discord. You can either use !Discord in the chat on Twitch, or you can go into the description. You can go into the description on YouTube. But yeah. Feel free to join our Discord. I put my stream schedule in there every week. And we have another stream tomorrow, same time as today. We're gonna be playing some more Deltarune. So I'll see you then. I happen to be a bass player who's looking to work with people. Ooh. Well, if you have a portfolio, then you can always drop that either in email or in the Discord or something. But, interesting. I do want to make more and more music with people. Phoebe still failed on beating Jevil. Well, I'm gonna be trying it again tomorrow. And I probably will fail a few more times. Yeah, Eerie is wonderful, isn't she? I love you so much too. I love you so much too. Thank you, King Cobra, thank you. You two mercenaries, stay dangerous. Yeah, I'm gonna probably fail a few more times, but I will eventually get it. I will eventually get it. You got super close though. Surprising, considering that like I was like not in a good headspace to be doing it at all. But that just means that I'm gonna be doing even better next time because I will be in a better spot. Tomorrow I get to go berry picking with one of my friends in the morning. And then if I don't make it back in time, I will push back stream a little bit, but I'll probably start stream on time, probably. Thank you guys. Oyasubi. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a happy rest of your day. Let's find people to raid into. You're going to Seattle tomorrow? What are you guys going to do in Seattle? So much touching grass. I'm happy when I touch grass. A flower fairy should be in nature. Let's go give Captain Blue Sharks a raid on YouTube. There's your raid message on YouTube, and then on Twitch. Let's see who's streaming right now. Oh, Hoshi's streaming right now. Shall we raid into Hoshi? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's raid into Hoshi. Here are your raid messages according to if you have a sub or not. And thank you guys so much for the golden kappa train earlier as well. That was amazing. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Deltarune. Oyasubi and have a happy day. Thank you guys so much for the follows, by the way, and the subs. I appreciate it. And the clips if there were any. Bye bye.